What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to Mr. Plays, and today I'm going to be breaking down the LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga trailer. So I'm really excited for this game. They just dropped the gameplay trailer for LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga, and this game was supposed to come out like almost 2 years ago, so it's finally going to be coming out. I'm really excited for it. It's probably my second favorite, most anticipated game of this upcoming year, right behind Bot W2, which is just an epic game. But let's get right into the breakdown. So first, we see Luke Skywalker doing a cool force attack, then we get some Anakin from episode 3, and then Rey Skywalker from the sequel trilogy. And then we get the narrator saying that we will experience all 9 movies in this game. Then we see the sort of cover or menu page for this screen. We see tons of characters like Kylo Ren, Dio, Jar Jar Binks, Rose Tico, Poe Dameron, and just so many characters. And those are just a few of the over 300 playable characters that will be in this game, which is absolutely insane. In this trailer, we can also see Babu Frick, Jabba the Hutt, and a Gonk droid, which are playable, which just means the character possibilities are absolutely endless for this game. We're also told that you can start with whatever trilogy you want, which is pretty cool. And we can see that this is the episode select screen here, and there's also some Arabesh that also says episode select. Makes sense. Then the narrator tells us that you can start in The Phantom Menace, A New Hope, or The Force Awakens, which is cool, so you can start with whatever trilogy you like. You don't have to start from the beginning. Also, there are new combat mechanics that allow for greater mastery of combat in this game. We can see that enemies have new health bars, which is a cool addition, so you can see how the amount of damage that the hits deal, and also how much health the enemies have left. There'll also be combos that characters do that do extra damage. We also see that some attacks can be blocked, which is interesting. I'm guessing there's some block breaking attacks, which will be cool. There'll also be different counter moves for all of the characters, which will be really awesome to check out. They're also staying with the over-the-shoulder shooting mechanic from the Force Awakens LEGO game, which I really enjoyed. I'm glad they're sticking with it. You also see some sort of hit streak on the side, which seems interesting, cool mechanic. And then they also talk about the ability to use lightsabers in this game.
More civilized age.
I also just love the artwork in this background here in Obi-Wan's hut, with him partying with Cody and Anakin. Just a nice little tidbit that I just like to see. They then go on to talk about the Force usage in this game. Force can be used to lift objects, attack enemies, and also influence enemies. You can also unlock planets as you move through the game, which you can visit through the use of your holo projector, which seems to be what is used for most menus in the game. There is the galaxy map, a Lego head, which is probably used to select which character you're going to use, a Millennium Falcon icon for selecting which ship you're going to use, a star with an arrow, a caution sort of symbol, which I am guessing will sort of guide you through the game, what you need to do for quests and whatever, another arrow, and also a question mark. You also see the stud icon down in the bottom right corner, and they also have over 1 million of these, and so these are used to purchase new characters or ships to use in most games. So the more of these studs you get, the more characters you'll be able to unlock, and the cooler characters you'll be able to unlock. There's also these ghostly looking bricks, which are called Kyber Bricks, and they also have their use explained later in the trailer. There's also some Arabesh that reads holo projector, firmware VIW.W.9, whatever the heck that means. I haven't really been able to decipher it, but yeah, that's what that says. They also show some space combat where when going to a planet, you can choose different parts of the planet to go to. Also looks like immediately there might be enemies coming after you. There's also some sort of torpedo mechanic here, and there's also some Arabesh for speed, so you'll have some sort of speed mechanic too while flying. I also like the LEGO version of Taco Donna scene. Like, they say, that's one heck of a pilot.
That's one hell of a pilot!
There's also some usage of speeder bikes, which look like some cool maneuverability in the game. I also like that this combat style where you bomb the hordes of enemies from the Phantom Menace just looks like a cool new thing that they are adding into the game. You can also continue through the story at certain checkpoints, or you can choose to do some sort of side adventure, which is really awesome, a cool thing that you can either progress the main story and bang that out, or you can go off and do your own little thing, which is cool. And then here on Coruscant, I can decipher some Arabesh for Hutt's Head Gears, A-Z, Impulse Buy, and Shop H Win. Just some interesting things there. Probably gonna be looking at all this Arabesh. All of it is probably either gibberish or just something random, stupid, but I like to read it. And I also just love all of these Easter eggs. Bullseye Womp Rats.
It's not impossible. I used to bullseye Womp Rats in my T-16 back home.
Facing off against scum and villainy.
You will never find a more wretched hive of scum and villainy.
And Who Shot First, Han or Greedo. It's just great to see all of these in the game. We can also see some sort of kind of credit collectible. Those ghostly bricks from before are called Kyber Bricks, which can be collected to unlock new abilities from many different types of characters. You see there are one of these abilities being used here, but there are so many different types of characters, which is really cool, so they all will have their own unique way to be used. And you can also see the classic mini kits, which can be collected, an absolute staple of LEGO Star Wars games. We're then shown the release date of April 5th, 2022, finally getting a firm and reliable release date for this game. You also see the ability to activate Mumble Mode, where the cutscenes have mumble talking like the older LEGO games, which I just absolutely love. I mean, the newer games, they have normal voice talking, but everyone loved that mumble talking from before, and it's cool to be able to use that now. I also just love how Luke just absolutely yeets himself off the bridge in this scene. It's so funny, so good, classic LEGO humor. And this game will be available on Xbox One and Series X/S. PS4 and 5, the Nintendo Switch, and PC, so pretty much anywhere. There will also be a deluxe edition, which includes a physical Luke with blue milk minifigure, and the character collection pack, which includes characters from Mandalorian Season 1 and 2, Bad Batch, Rogue One, Solo, a Trooper pack, and classic characters. Sadly, there's no Rebels or Clone Wars in this game, but you can really only ask for so much for this epic of a game. And so that does it for the breakdown, and tell me down below in the comment section below how excited you are for this game, what you think it's going to do, how good you think it's going to be. Also, if you liked the video, please be sure to give it a like, because that's what the button's for. Also, subscribe with notifications on if you want to see more Nintendo and LEGO Star Wars updates. But until next time, peace!